We get you ready for everything that's about to go down in week number 9 of the high school football season. Starting first right here in Lawrenceburg, we're coming off a bye week of Lawrence County High School, and the Wildcats are taking on the top team in their region in Shelbyville. 2 weeks ago, Lawrence County dropped a hard-fought game at Tullahoma where they learned a lot of key lessons.
Our offense got to pick it up, and our defense got to pick it up too. Our defense had a pretty solid game, but they still put up quite a bit of points on us. But the blocking's got to be, we got to push them off the ball a little bit more.
The Wildcats are coming off a bye, one they needed in a big way.
I feel good. My ankle's finally better after the roll 2 weeks ago, so we should be good going into this week. So.
Due up next for the Purple and Gold will be a visit from Shelbyville, the top team in the region.
That's the biggest thing we've seen up front, and 2 really good running backs. Quarterback will do a lot of zone read, key, and they've got good skilled guys. They'll throw it out to them on bubbles, or they'll try to go down the field with them on takeoffs, and they'll also throw slants. So it's going to be challenging for our whole defense. You know, every position will be challenged in some way.
A lot will be at stake for the Wildcats in the next 2 games at Hendrick Staggs Stadium, and each one matters in terms of the postseason.
They're huge, and you know our goal now is to make the playoffs, and so we take 1 week at a time. And, you know, this challenge this week is Shelbyville, and then you know after that we got another challenge the next week in Franklin County, and then of course Cheatham County to finish the season is the regular season. So hopefully we get a couple of wins, 3 wins in here, and go into the playoffs the right way.
Coming up next, we head on over to Class 2A to check in with Loretto and Summertown.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
Check. You hearing me, Adam?
Yes, sir.
I got you good too. So, all right,
we're good. Our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to 1 gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network here on our pregame show. Now we're heading over to Loretto where they will have their final home game of the season plus homecoming. It will be their final non-region game of the year as well, as the Mustangs will be looking to get to 8-0 against Eagleville. Loretto is coming off its best start in over 30 years, coming on the heels of a win 2 weeks ago over East Hickman.
It was ugly, but it was a win, you know, and there's no such thing as losing ugly, I guess. There's, you know, it was just winning. And it was, you know, we might have got a little complacent. We might have got a little bit ready for fall break. You know, we were a little bit flat, but we found a way to gut it out. We found a way to win. We just don't need to approach every other game like that, or we won't be coming out on the winning side.
The Mustangs are coming off a bye week, and now they're ready for the home stretch.
It was good. We got our legs back under us, got good and refreshed. We needed a mental break just as much as a physical break, but it was good to have a week off, good to get some rest, and we're back ready to.
And we needed it. We were a little banged up. Everybody is this time of year, but it was a good week of rest for us, and you know, try to get us a little fired up for this stretch run that we're fixing to make. So it was good for us for sure.
Both the Raiders and Eagles are coming off tough losses where several valuable lessons were learned.
Waverly's a pretty good football team, pretty balanced team. I thought our defense played really well early on. We got 2 or 3 stops there to start the game, and actually flipped the field there one time with a punt. So I thought we got off to a good start defensively, and did some good things.
You know, we're young in spots too, and the big thing we've harped on is stop beating ourselves. We've done that a lot this year, you know, through mistakes and penalties and stuff like that. And so it's hard to beat another team when you're beating yourself up. So we're working on that right now.
Now a showdown from these rivals will go down on Friday night at Summertown, with each looking to get back on the right track.
A lot of similarities and pretty close. That's a good thing. But you know, they won a few games, been in a lot of close games. Looking at their schedule, and they've had some 1-point losses and some tough ones. So again, we got our hands full. It'll be a good challenge for us, but here again, we're looking for more improvement from us, more so than worry too much about Richland.
You know, they're traditional in sports world as being competitive in everything they do. You know, they're a little young this year football-wise, but they're still going to get after it, and they've been working to put it together all year, and so, you know, we got to come play our best game.
The Raiders are setting their sights on the postseason with this game, while the Eagles are looking to end the final stretch strong.
Finish strong. I hope to win out all 3 and finish strong. It was a rough season, but I want to keep going strong, finish strong.
Just being consistent in our job offensively. You know, we got to finish. We've drove the ball well at times this year, but you know, we got to put it in the end zone when we get opportunities, and then defensively we got to keep our foot on the gas and not get tired, not give up a big play.
That does it for the pregame show. Be sure to check out the halftime show. We're checking everything going down with UNA this weekend, plus a recap of yesterday's high school volleyball sub-state action. And also, don't forget to check out all the highlights tonight on The Final Score.
Going the distance with local sports. Loretto Mustangs. Summertown Eagles. Lawrence County Wildcats. This is the X Sports Network.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Summertown, Tennessee, where Summertown is getting ready to take on Richland here on this, what feels like, finally, a football weather Friday night. Summertown will be hosting Richland. This is Clint Brazier, along with Adam Lindsay and the technical man extraordinaire, Mr. Will Pettis. Adam, the last game you and I got to call together, it was against Harpeth. Summertown came out hard out of the chute, 25-7 lead at halftime, but then get beat 33-25. Summertown is still looking for their first win, and I do want to give a big shout out to the Summertown faithful, to Eagle Nation. You usually don't have this type of crowd when you're 0-7, but hey, you've got 3 more games on your roster, and Richland coming in here at 3-4. If you can get some things going, what are you looking for out of this Summertown team right now?
Well, I mean, I think the main thing tonight, you're not really sure what you're going to get, but I think the most important thing, they've had a week off. Hopefully they've got some injuries that, some guys back. I think we've got a running back tonight.
I think our quarterback can actually throw downfield tonight.
Our quarterback has hopefully kind of recovered a little bit and got, been able to get a week off. The concerning part for me is, my personal opinion, the last game, I believe, the one we didn't do, I can't remember the Waverly game. My opinion was one of our worst performances of the year offensively and defensively. We didn't really play well in either area. But you've had 2 weeks off, Clint. Hopefully they've got some things corrected. You got some kids back, I think, that probably, have had injuries.
I think healthy is the main thing of what you're touching on, and I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, this Richland team, we were looking at their schedule, man. They've had a tough schedule. They played some teams really close and beat a really good Wayne County team, like you mentioned.
That pretty much throttled us. So they've only got one blowout loss, and that was to Cornersville. Other than that, they're a point or two away from being 7-1 right now.
Well, but it's like you
or
said,
6-1.
Clint. Every game, every one of their losses are close. I mean, you're looking
except for Cornersville. Yeah.
I mean, you're looking. You lose to Lincoln County by 1, 28-27. A loss to Fairview, 29-28. Like you said, the Cornersville game, but a solid Collinwood team, they lose by 7. So they've pretty much been in every ball game. So
Summertown kicked off first. Summertown's in their all blue with their white helmets, wearing the pink out socks. Everybody's wearing their, or everybody I see on the field, not everybody, but most players are wearing their pink out socks for breast cancer awareness.
Number 15, Sands on the carry.
Sands on the carry there on that first play for Richland. Gets about 4 out of it. Also got some other news to share as far as volleyball and golf that I'll get to here when we get our first break in the action. Handoff again, powering it up the gut. He's going to be close to the first down. I think that's Sands again.
Looks like they're going to give it to him, Clint.
Number 16, that's Andrew Huff.
That will move the sticks.
Enough for a Raiders first down, 1st and 10, ball on the 39.
So 2 running plays and a first down real quick for Richland. Quarterback in the shotgun formation for Richland. Dropping back to throw. No, fakes the handoff. He faked me out there, and it's going to be a no gain as sometimes going to snuff that out in the backfield. I tell you what, Bryce Miller, he did a good job on faking me out, but apparently the best part was he didn't fake Summertown out.
Yeah, and it kind of hurt too. That was a little slow developing there, and I think it gave Summertown time to kind of recognize what was going on, but a well-designed play for sure. Had me faked out too, Clint.
Bryce Miller in the shotgun again. He's got Huff beside him, out to his left. Drops back to throw. Quick out to the right. Broken up by Ty Bryant. They're going to call that an incomplete pass. Trying to hit his receiver in Easton Hewitt. I think Hewitt had it for a minute, and Bryant come in there and just ripped it out. Not to make it they're saying 3rd and 9. It was 2nd and 11 before, so I guess they're saying they got a little bit of positive yardage out of that first play. But 3rd and 9. Loretta is hosting Eagleville, and I think it's senior night there, homecoming. It's homecoming at Loretta. Loretta 7-0, 5-0 in the district. They didn't waste any time scoring early. They lead at 6-0 there. Rolling out to throw. Gets tipped around, intercepted by Ty Bryant. Ty Bryant's cutting it up the middle. He's got some running room, makes a man miss, and then goes down. But not before Ty goes down at about the 33-yard line. It goes through the hands of the receiver, and then Ty was sitting there waiting on it, and he made something out of nothing. Summertown sitting in good position now.
Well, they had 2 receivers over on this side, and they had 1 short and 1 deep. I thought the deep guy might be who they were looking for on that deep out over here, but they decided to go short. And off the ricochet, it goes right to Bryant, and a great return, too. Summertown inside the 35-yard line now.
All right, so Stoll's in at center. The last game we called, and I think even the Waverly game, he's with that shoulder problem, that arm problem from injury, he couldn't throw the ball downfield. So we'll see what we fire up out of the gate. He's got 2 running backs right to his right, and he's going to hand it to McCrory, who's also notably back here in the lineup after being out several weeks with an injury.
Well, and I think he's big because he takes a lot of pressure off Stoll. His ability to get positive yardage, helps Stoll out a ton. They kind of complement each other, so.
They're going to say McCrory got shoved. I thought he got more out of that, but they're only going to say one. McCrory's going to come out. As Max Johns comes in. Stoll, behind center. I think he's got Love to his left. I can't see. I believe that's a 0. Fakes it to Love. Now rolling to his right. Stoll on the run. Fires it across, trying to hit his brother, but throws it behind him on the run.
And he
Jeffrey Stoll. If he could 11, we may get 6 out of it. We're definitely getting about 20.
Yeah, he had him. But a great job there by Richland, too. They really didn't get fooled much on that rollout. They were right in Stoll's face when he let it go. That had a lot to do with it.
A lot of pressure. Seems like they were in the backfield before Stoll caught the snap. McCrory back in beside Stoll, still in that shotgun formation. Stoll running to his right, looking to throw. He's got a man, that's Ty Bryant. Bryant makes a cut move, and then he gets pushed out of bounds at around the 10-yard line. First down for Summertown. They're in business now, as it should be 1st and goal.
And that was a well-thrown football, Clint. That was right in his breadbasket on the out pattern, right on the edge of the sideline.
And I like the setup. You had 4 receivers out here to your right, so if you're Richland, who do you lock down on? Somebody's going to be left open.
Exactly.
I wouldn't leave Ty Bryant the one.
No, he would be the one. I think I would have to choose one of the others. No offense to any of those guys.
Yeah.
But,
3 receivers out to the left now. Stoll going to hand it off to McCrory. Trying to cut it up. He's got some running room. Powering forward. It's going to be stopped short, but he got a good gain out of that. I think he got all the way down to the 1.
I'm going to tell you, the key for McCroy, and he wasn't able to do it on the first run. When he can start going north and south, when he can get his shoulders squared up, that's when he's at his best.
Hard kid to tackle and just a freshman.
And if he's healthy, man, and I don't think majority this year he's really what I would call healthy. Even when he was really playing, he still had those nagging injuries. He's big to have him healthy.
2nd and goal. Ball on the 1-yard line. Going to hand it to McCrory again. I think that's going to get blown up. He's still pushing forward, though. They're going to blow the play dead, even though McCrory never went down. I just hope we didn't lose yards out of that as he was turning forward. But the way that man over there looks, I think we might have lost it.
Well, and that play was set up more like a draw. I mean, really slow developing and allowed Richland to get in the backfield quickly. McCroy really never had a shot.
All right, so let's see what we got now. Bryant and Jeffrey Stoll out to the right. Going to hand it off to McCrory, and he's going to dive forward, but I don't think he got anywhere out of it. They're going to say 4th down. Summertown going for it.
Depending on where you're at here, this offensive line's got to do something here. I'm wondering if you don't sneak it.
Stoll going to hand it to McCrory. He's pushing forward. They're not going to give it to him.
I don't think he's there. He is not.
So good stand by Richland as McCrory on 4 carries. Or 3 carries, couldn't get it in. So that's going to put Richland 1st and 10 on the 1. Well, it's kind of like you said, Adam. At some point, the offensive line's got to get a push somewhere.
You got to.
When you only need 1 yard.
And those are the things that's plagued Summertown all year. You get the big pick. You get the big pass play. You're inside the 2-3 yard line, 1st and goal, and you can't push it in, man. Those things will kill you. But on the note, you've got Richland backed up here. Maybe we can figure out something here. Make a play.
They're in a goal line formation. They're just looking to power forward, and they do get about 5 out of that first carry. Also, I think it's homecoming at Lawrence County High School tonight. Senior night, excuse me. They're playing Shelbyville. They're scoreless early in the first. Looks like Loretta's powering forward again. They may be fixing to score their second touchdown here in the first quarter.
30, Nash Petty on the carry.
Petty on the carry there. Doesn't pick up the first down. Going to be 3rd and short. Summertown needing a stop right here to force a punt out of Richland. They could toss sweep. I think they're going to power forward and get that first down there, as Summertown just couldn't get in the backfield and get that stop. Looked blown up at them, but we just couldn't wrestle anybody down.
I'm going to tell you, and Richland's running a form of hurry up in a way that their huddles are really short. The play before that one right there, Summertown's defense really didn't seem set.
Be a first down, ball on the 14 for Richland. That's the 14 of Summertown. They got a long way to travel, but a good job picking that up as they start out on the 1. Handing it off up the gut is Richland. He's going to get a very short gain out of that, maybe 2. Well, I've got a break in the action. Will and I were on the call last night. The Summertown Lady Eagles volleyball team, for the first time since 2018, will not be going to the state tournament. So that chance of winning 4 out of the 5 last state championships ended last night in the sub-state. And Adam, as me and Will kind of talked, for Coach Andre Kelly, you know you've built a pretty good program, kind of like the same thing I said about Coach Bertelson last year after that sub-state loss. When a disappointing year is finishing in the Sweet 16.
Well, and, you know, I'm not the kind of person to make excuses, and neither are you, Clint, but you're missing a very big piece
maybe
on
one
that
of
team.
Maybe the best hitter in the state.
Yes, and you still push it to that limit. There was multiple games played in this district that I watched that if that kid's on the floor and at the net, I don't know who beats them.
Now, I don't want to take anything away from Loretta, but you know, we pushed Loretta to the brink a couple of times.
Yeah.
And I think if you got Abby Jo in there, even if she doesn't get one kill, she blocks a lot of people.
Yeah, it's but that is what it is. It's
so with that said, you know, won't be another volleyball state championship coming back to Summertown this year.
And I think I saw today on Loretta's page. I'm on there. I think they play East Robertson.
They do. East Robertson actually upset Eagleville. Eagleville, who had their setter messed up her ankle, so she didn't get to play. And I'm telling you, setters mean a lot in volleyball. And so it really threw Eagleville out of the loop. Also, we had some bad news that Summertown won't be winning a state championship in volleyball. Congratulations, Miss Carly Campbell and the rest of the Lady Eagles golf team won their 6th, yes, you heard that right, 6th state championship in a row in golf. And on top of that, Carly finally got over the hump, and she won the individual state championship.
Yep.
So I know that was a goal for her on top of winning another state championship. So congratulations to Rue, to Carly, and to the rest of the Lady Eagles team. I know Libby Kinnick played great. I know Ella Busby played great the whole time. And on top of all that, Adam, Cole Campbell finished 3rd, I think, was what I'd heard.
Well,
and Cole is banged up.
Well, that's what I was going to say, Clint. You know, Hayden, my son, plays, and from talking with Cole some and, you know, John and them some others, there's probably been some days that kid probably had no business being out.
Right.
You know,
this week might have been one of them.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was. Nice run there up the gut.
Quarterback going to keep it there for Richland. Miller. And just kind of methodically right now, Richland's just running out this first quarter clock, just keeping it on the ground. Haven't tried one pass attempt after throwing 3 in their first series. One of them led to a pick that took Summertown all the way down to around the 20. Summertown couldn't capitalize if you're just now joining us, and got stopped 1st and goal on the 1. So I think Richland's playing this a little closer to the hill, Adam. They're just power football right now.
Yeah.
Miller in the shotgun. Handing it off, powering forward. Not much there again.
And I can tell you, too, Clint, from judging with some of their scores, you know, they beat Wayne County 14-12. They're perfectly happy, I think, with just muddying this thing up and just turned it into a brawl.
Slow down powerhouse football.
Power. You know, we're already almost 3 minutes left.
Right.
And we're almost out of this first quarter. And Summertown's only had one possession.
Yeah.
So they're perfectly content. And if they continue to move the football like they are, I don't blame them, you know.
Miller with Huff right beside him. Man in motion. Going to get a false start, I think, on Richland. So that'll help Summertown out as it was 2nd and 3. I don't think our scoreboard's right. I think it's actually 3rd and 3. Now it'll be 3rd and 8, and that is correct.
And if you're Summertown with the limited personnel, you know, we've had most of the year, the last thing you want is a team that plays this style.
Yeah.
Wayne County exposed us pretty badly early in the year with something very similar. I don't know if Wayne County threw 3 passes, maybe the entire game that game. But, you know, they've got to get off the field some way here.
Richland just broke the huddle. If the play clock's right, I don't see how they're going to get this off without using a timeout. And they are. Richland's going to use a timeout. No, it's a flag. Excuse me. We'll stay right here with it.
Flag on the play. Delay a game.
I can see Richland's coach pointing at the clock that the play clock never reset. We're going to delay a game. That'll make it 3rd and 13. Even better news if you're Summertown.
Yep. See, now you don't have the play clock running at all. And now it looks like.
Now we're going to get a timeout by Richland. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the X Sports Network.
Truett's Garage Doors in Leoma, Tennessee is your one-stop for new garage door installations for all commercial and residential buildings, plus they offer full service on all existing doors. Need a new garage door opener? Truett's Garage Doors has you covered. As an Amar Gold and LiftMaster dealer, Truett's Garage Doors offers the best pricing anywhere in the area. A family-owned and operated business, Truett's Garage Doors has been helping Tennessee and Alabama residents since 1999. Call the pros today at Truett's Garage Doors, 931-201-6464.
Hey everybody, we are looking forward to everyone coming to Loretto, Tennessee. I am a new business here, Restaurant Refined.
Hi there, my name is Catherine Cox and I'm the owner of Sarah C. Boutique here in Loretto.
Hello, I'm Vicki Boshears and I am the owner of Pearls for the Home here in Loretto, Tennessee. We would love to have you here at Loretto's Oktoberfest 2023.
We'll be happy.
All right, back at it. 3rd and 13. Summertown trying to get a stop here as Richland's been pushed back with penalties. The quarterback's going to fake it and keep it, but he's going to be well short of the first down. We'll see if they picked up enough to try to go for it. He did pick up about 5 out of it, but it looks like a whole new unit's coming on for Richland, so it looks like they're going to punt it away.
Yeah, they're looking at what's that, Clan? About 3rd and 7 probably. They're going to punt it away. Probably a good choice.
Give a shout out to all our viewers. If you are watching, you want to leave us a comment, as long as it's not vulgar enough, we'll read it out for you and give you a shout out. Punt is away. It's a high one. Ty Bryant's tried to get under it, but I think he heard footsteps, and it gets a good kick for Summertown. So good move by Ty, as Summertown will start in good field position with a ball on the 45.
Eagles will have it 1st and 10 from their own 45.
Butch Carolyn Clark says Butch at game, Carolyn watching.
Butch wouldn't let Carolyn come?
He probably just didn't want to buy her a ticket.
Well, Miss Carolyn, if you're listening, I'll pay your way in.
We'll give you a media pass. Stoll with a double reverse fake. had a man wide open, but he gets rocked as he's throwing it, didn't have enough on it.
And when you say wide open, Clint, you can't state it enough how wide open.
Yeah, Niehaus was wide open. Everybody bid on it. But that bad thing for Summertown is Richland got in that backfield and was hitting him right as he threw it and took a lot off of it.
I like the call. The offensive line right now seems to be your issues. When you're not able to punch it in from the 2, and you've got to keep these guys off your quarterback.
2 running backs to each side. Stoll going to keep that one. He's going to get sandwiched in the backfield for a loss.
Stoll on the keeper. Loss of about 3. He's going to bring up 3rd down 13.
Third and long, 3rd and 13. Don't really know why the clock's not running as Stoll went down in the backfield, but it just started back. I don't know why it ever stopped. Stoll, shotgun. No, Summertown's going to have a man jump, and I think that's Logan Love over there. Missed on the snap count, so instead of 3rd and 13, Summertown's going to have 3rd and 18.
I'm going to preface this by saying I love this school, and this Summertown band sounds great. But you're playing in the middle of your team's possession, and you get a false start.
I've already said I think our new band directors do a great job. They sound fantastic.
I love them. They're great.
I'm going to have to teach them when to play and when not to play.
You know, you get a false start right there.
Stoll rolling out to his right, and he's going to boom it downfield. Bryant trying to come back to it. Bryant's got it. First down, Summertown. That's all Ty Bryant. Probably could have been a pass interference on number 1, Jaden Pryor. But Ty does a good job finding the football, coming back to it, and Circus catches it. Summertown, 3rd and 18, now has the ball on the 23-yard line and in business again. Stoll has Miles Green to his right, 1 receiver out to the right, 3 to the left. Fakes it, Stoll's going to keep it again. Boy, they're just blowing that up.
Yeah, we're going to see.
I know Richland stripped that ball out, but they're going to say Stoll was down.
Yeah, I think they gave him forward progress and blew it dead, luckily.
Loss of 2 there, makes it 2nd and 12. And I don't know if that's an option that Stoll's reading or a design to give, but we're going to let this first quarter run out. Update, Shelbyville just took a 7-6 lead over Lawrence County, and Loretta is rolling as usual, 14-0 over Eagleville. We're scoreless after 1. Stay with us. We'll be back in 2 minutes on the X Sports Network.
Great food is just a short drive to Heine's Barbecue in Lawrenceburg. Mouth-watering is just one way to describe the amazing flavors of the best piece of Heine in town. When you dig into a plate of pulled pork, hand-chopped brisket, chicken, wood-fire oven pizzas, and the menu goes on. Wash it all down with a swig of Heine Shine lemonade, and then make your way over to the gift shop full of Heine sauces, snacks, and more. Heine's Barbecue, Highway 43 North in Lawrenceburg. Got primary care? Find your way to better health with Primary Care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary Care by One Stop Medical at its best.
All right, back at it. Summertown 2nd down and 12, ball on the 23. Stoll running out to his left. He's 8 up, and he's going to go down. Worst thing we can do is take a sack right there.
That's going to be a loss, Clint, of almost over 12 yards.
Summertown look at it again. They're just going to have to sling one and hope somebody comes down with it. And I'm telling you, as soon as Stoll caught it, he had 3 people chasing him.
Yeah,
Adam.
I mean, I don't know.
I'd like to see our offensive line, hey, get a holding call if you have to. That's
Yeah,
5 yards.
I'd make them throw one. Yeah.
10 yards is better than 15. Stoll going to let her fly. He's got Niehaus running down the edge, but nothing there. That'll make it 4th and 22. Let's see if Summertown tries to punt and pin them or if they just want to go for it from where they are on the 38. Give a shout out to Miss Hannah Lindsay in his house.
Scarf and pizza.
I hadn't got to watch you play yet live, kid, but I've seen the videos. Proud of you.
I told her I'm just glad she's got that orange on and not that nasty red or crimson or something. It's always better to have that, you know. But, I think it's a good decision if you punt here. You've got a solid punter. This young man's done a great job for Summertown this year. If you can corner kick one, maybe pin him. And see what he can do. It's good distance for him.
Hoffman is back to punt. Stoll beside him to his right. Kicks it away. Going to be caught and taken off. And then a fumble.
Summertown's got
it. You can't return it. Now, if my math is correct, that can't be a touchdown, right?
It can if it's a fumble.
It was a fumble.
Yes.
You're exactly right. It wasn't a muff kick.
If it is muffed and they never have possession, the ball is dead where it's recovered. But if he catches it and does make an attempt and has possession, it is returned.
Summertown stalls on 2 great starts on offense.
Yep.
Have to punt it and then get a touchdown out of it. So Hoffman, after kicking the punt, he's going to stay right on the field and try to get that extra point.
Well, and like you said, the thing about it is, Clint, you're catching that ball right there inside the 10-yard line with 3 Summertown defenders 5 feet from you. Let that ball go.
Summertown has some confusion right now on who's on and who's off. I think Coach might need to take a timeout right here.
Well, he may not have to because there's not even a play clock, evidently. It's still at 40, so I don't know what's going on with it.
Hoffman's kick is up, and it's through. Summertown 7, Richland nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
All right, back at it after the fumble recovery. Turned into a touchdown for Summertown. They lead it 7-0. They'll be kicking off to Richland. Also want to give a shout out to Mr. Tony Kidd. Says Tony, Ricky, and Abigail are watching from the river. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hoffman, who's been on 3 consecutive plays, kicking it off again, hits a squibber. That's picked up by Richland. Had some running room. Going to go down around the 35. That's number 0, Easton Hewitt. Senior wide receiver and slot back for Richland.
Raiders will have it first down and 10. Ball spotted on the 25.
So, Adam, as we said, Summertown had great starting position, the 2 offensive series they had, and then just went backwards. Actually got stopped 1st and goal on one of them, or 4th and goal on one of them from the 1. But a punt fumble leads to a touchdown. Things are looking a little good right now for Summertown. Knock on wood right here.
Yeah.
Miller handing it off to Huff. Huff trying to turn the edge, doesn't get much out of it. I think they're going to give him some forward progress, give him about 3. But I tell you, if this second quarter will run out as fast as that first one did, Adam, we're going to go to halftime 7-0.
And I'm going to tell you, the way, Richland threw the one pass and had it tipped and intercepted, ever since then, man, they've been pretty much glued to the ground game. I mean, and that it will milk the daylights out of that clock. Summertown's just got to find a way to cause some negative yardage here.
Miller keeping it this time. He's going to try to power forward. He's going to get several out of it. I think he's going to get the first down and then some. Bryce Miller just put his head down and picked up about 12 out of it. Be a first down, ball on the Summertown 48.
And if you're Richland, I think you've got to be happy with how well you move the football. You have the interception that hurts, the muff, the fumble punt, which ends up in a touchdown. And you were moving the ball well till you picked up 2 straight penalties a while ago that pushed you back to, 3rd and 13. So,
guys, us from Summertown, we like to rib Loretta, but their game is actually stopped because they have a helicopter inbound to airlift a Loretta football player right now. So don't know who the young man is right now and anything like that, but prayers for that young man. You don't want to see anybody pulled out on an ambulance. You sure don't want to see a helicopter being brought in for them. So everybody that's listening, be thinking of that young man and the Loretta football team. Going to hand it off to Huff. He's going to power forward. He's got the first down and then some. Still making a man miss. He's going to get it across the 40 into about the 37-yard line. So Richland making some move here on this drive.
Like we just mentioned, Clint, Richland's just ripping, like you mentioned, they're just ripping off chunks right now. Summertown's going to have to put some extra guys in the box or something. I mean, they're just matriculating right down the field in large chunks at a time. And a lot of times they're grabbing 5-6 yards before anybody's even putting a hand on them.
We're just under 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Miller in the shotgun. Got Huff beside him. Got a man in motion. Going to hand it to the man in motion. That's Petty. Petty trying to turn the corner. Summertown's going to gobble him up there after a short gain of about 2. Make it 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Ball spotted on the 35. 2nd down 8.
Orange County's just retaking the lead. They lead at 12-7. At senior night against Shelbyville. Miller in the shotgun. Huff right beside him. Same man in motion in Petty. Going to fake it, going to throw it. Got Huff wide open. He's got some running room. Cuts the edge. I think he's going to be close to the first down. He's going to be right at it.
Yeah, they're going to move it. They're going to say
move the sticks. So first down 4.
That was a well-designed play too, Clint. Basically, when that end man committed to the quarterback, he just dumped it right over his head. You had to make a choice. I don't blame the young man for going after the football. But that's a well-designed play and rollout.
Miller has no running backs beside him this time. I'm 100% selling that on a quarterback keeper.
Yep.
Nope. It's going to Miller is going to keep it. Summertown had it snuffed, but we missed a tackle. Schaefer had him in the backfield, but he rolled away from him. So Miller's going to pick up about 5 out of that one.
Quarterback keeper gains 4, 2nd down 6.
Of course, you can't really blame Schaefer. His whole left hand looks like he's got a boxing glove on it.
Yeah.
Probably hard to grab.
I would say so.
Approaching 7 minutes. Miller out of the shotgun. Huff to his left. Going to hand it and reverse it back to Petty. Petty trying to cut, and he's got one man to miss. Got another man to miss, and then Summertown's going to bottle him up there, but not before he can get about 3 yards out of him. He's going to make it 3rd down and very short. And, Adam, where they are right now, you got to be thinking you're 4-down territory as long as you don't get a bunch of penalties or lose a couple.
Yeah, and if you're Richland, the way you've been moving the football on the ground, you basically thinking to yourself here, you've got 2 downs to get roughly 2.5 yards. Summertown really needs to bow up here and at least force a fourth down play if you can here. Try to get something and put a little bit of pressure on Richland.
Quarterback keeper Miller powering forward. He's going to have the first down and then some.
Quarterback keeper moves the chains. First down.
As you heard from our PA man, Mr. John Daniel, another first down. Clock should be running as they've set the ball.
And he is the official signaling.
Now
there
it
it
is.
goes. I guess I'm under the assumption that they're running the play clock by the back judge because it is not moved. It's sticking at 40, so it may not even be operable.
A little miscommunication there as I think Huff thought he was getting the handoff, and then Miller's just going to keep it. He's still going to power forward for about a gain of 4. As Summertown right now just having a hard time getting any stop.
I mean, I don't know how many missed tackles there's been on this drive, but there are hands all over him, but nobody's wrapping up. And these Richland running backs and this quarterback, man, they run hard. You're going to have to take them down. They're not going down on their own.
Miller in the shotgun. Going to hand it off. Powering forward and then wrapped up by a host of Summertown defenders.
Much better job right there.
Will be Nash.
This is a big play right here, 3rd and 7. This is the longest third down situation you've put Richland in this drive. You can stop them here. You can put some pressure on them. Force a fourth down play. Try to keep them to a minimum 3-4 yard gain here and see if you can come up with a stop on fourth down.
Well, you got to think they're going to be going for it, but as you said, if you can just hold them to short yardage, you could have something to work with here. Miller just keeping it and running to his right. Summertown's got him wrapped up, but Schaefer couldn't hold on to him.
They've got blockers.
Now he's running back to his left. Powering forward, and he's going to be short of the first down.
Nash on the carry, reverses field.
Man, you feel so bad for Schaefer. Schaefer's read 3 of them, but you know with that right hand, he just can't wrap somebody up. He can really only get a hold of them with one arm.
Yeah, I mean, that's just.
No, that left hand, excuse me.
Looks like they're going to get a timeout. It looks like it's going to be about 4th and probably 5.
4th and 5. We're going to take the timeout with them. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the X Sports Network.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation, you're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work.
That's going to be thrown into the end zone and dropped.
Big stop for Summertown. We just came back from it just right in time to see Summertown get another 4th down stop and turn the ball over on downs. 4:10 to go here, Adam. Summertown's kind of pinned back.
Well,
but you got to feel a lot better than you did about 2 minutes ago.
They call a rollout pass, and they have a tight end sweeping across that nobody was within 10 yards of, and it hits his hands and falls right to the turf. I know that young man got to be.
So let's see how creative Summertown wants to be. Can't really tell where the ball is. Somewhere right around the 10, I think, Adam.
Yeah, right there at it. Close to the 10, maybe the 9.
Going to hand it off to Love. Love trying to cut it back up. Not going to get much out of it, but he'll get at least 1 and keep the clock running, which is your goal here if you're Summertown, especially because Richland has no timeouts left.
Yeah.
Pick up the one on the play.
I think your worst case scenario here is you're going to halftime 7-0.
That's your worst case, but you want to try to move the football here. If you don't, you will have to punt the football away without a first down. You don't want to give the ball back to Richland with a chance to throw a ball into the end zone or maybe return a kick or something. But you've got to protect the football here, like you said, Clint. Worst case scenario is in 3.5 minutes you go into the locker room with a 7-0 lead.
All right. Stoll with Love beside him again. Stoll going to keep this one. He's got a little room off the edge if he can cut it back up. Got some running room out of it. Rolls out. He's going to be close to the first down. I think he's going to be maybe half a yard short.
They're going to give it to him.
Oh, they are going to give it to him.
Yeah, they stopped it, and this end man over here signaling them forward. That's big.
Got a little breathing room now, does Summertown.
Yep. You know, and I've noticed Stoll, he's been kind of bottled up going up the middle on these read options. When he can get around the corner, that's when he's most dangerous, and you can get him out on the edge.
Clock's under 3 minutes. Stoll in the shotgun. Love beside him again. Now Summertown's going to do exactly what they didn't need to do and get a false start penalty to stop the clock and back them up. Miles Green and Caden McCrory going to check in as Love's going to come out. I didn't see who else came out, but Stoll with Green to his right, McCrory to his left. Going to hand it to McCrory. McCrory's got a man broke.
Go.
McCrory's on a foot race. There is nobody going to catch him as long as there are no flags on the field. Caden McCrory from about 70 yards. Touchdown, Summertown.
Welcome back. Glad to have that young man back.
Folks, that's a freshman. Just in case I got too loud on that call.
Well, I'm going to tell you, number 4 was right on his tail. And it's very rare that you see a kid after he's already ran 30 yards is actually increasing the distance.
Yeah.
Because he was within a couple yards of him, and after about 30 yards, he had broken it away 10 to 15 yards more. That kid can motor.
Will showing our instant replay there. Great job of the offensive line getting a hold to punch through. I don't know if the snap was bad or the hold was bad, but either way, that got blown up as we missed the extra point. But either way, Summertown, who I thought was hopefully just going to go win 7-0 at halftime, lead it 13-0 now. There still is 2:33 to go on the clock, but the good thing is, Adam, if you can get a good kickoff here, Richland's going to have to travel the whole field, and there's only 2:33, and they have no timeouts left here in this first half.
Yep, you've got to make play if you're Summertown. You don't want to go into a prevent type thing here and give 2.5 minutes, even with no timeouts, is plenty of time.
Yeah.
Especially if somebody busts something. So Summertown's still got to be aggressive and play hard defensively. Force Richland. I think if Richland wants to score here, force Richland to have to throw the football.
Right.
I mean, they've thrown one pass. Well, two, and one of them should have actually been caught in the end zone for a touchdown. But I think if you're Richland, if you have any ideas of trying to score here for the half, you're going to have to put it in the air, I think, at least at some point.
They are showing on the Loretta game, loading the young man up in the ambulance. And, Will, you just told me who that was. What was the name of the young man? Lineman Braxton Long for Loretta. So prayers to that young man and his family. But they are loading him up in an ambulance right now. So 2:33 to go here in the first half. Summertown leads it 13-0. Squibber by Hoffman is going to be picked up. That's Perry. Oh, he's found a running room. Summertown luckily got a hand on him to drag him back. Got a flag back here. Surely they're not going to call a horse collar, because to me it looked like he grabbed him on the shoulder.
Bringing it out to about the 46. We'll sort out the laundry here.
How do you get a false start? How do you get a false start on the receiving team right then?
Very good question, Clint. I don't know the answer.
I have literally never seen that on a kickoff.
Well, I mean, the only other thing was you do know the receiving team has to be behind a certain line as well. But then again, I don't know how you say false start. I mean, maybe offsides, right? I mean, they could, the receiving team can be offsides.
And the fella that threw the flag threw it about the time he was being tackled.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to get another clarification.
False start, face mask,
Summertown. Those penalties are offset.
That should be re-kicked, and it will be.
I think they're just going to.
No, they'll have to re-kick that, Clint.
Well, why is Richland moving down this side of the field?
I think they're going to. That's where the kickoff's going to be from. I think they don't understand yet. I don't think Richland quite understands what's happened. Summertown, of course, their defense has actually come out on the field, so now they've got to go back, and they've got to bring their special teams back out, so that's what's going to happen. If you're Summertown, works out pretty good here, I mean, because Richland was in business past the 50. If I'm the coach for Summertown here, I'm telling you, look, we need to stop right here. We can't let that happen again. You've got a 13-0 lead here against a pretty solid football team. If you're Summertown, you want to see some good punt coverage or kickoff coverage here.
You've got Petty and Hewitt back. Petty was the one that turned that into a game before all the offsetting penalties. But we'll see if Hoffman tries to squib it again or if he tries to put a little leg into this one. May see the high pooch. Nope, offside. Onside kick. Summertown's going to have it.
They've got it.
Kason Bailey back in the lineup, caught up with a huge onside kick recovery. Summertown with 2:17 to go and 3 timeouts in business again.
So the last thing you think the kickoff team does after giving up a return inside the 50, you try an onside kick to where it goes right over the.
Hey, you got to give that all to Hoffman.
That was great.
There's NFL kickers that wish they could kick onside kicks that well.
Oh yeah, and if you're Summertown here, you're attacking. I think, Clint, you're on Richland's side of the field. You got 2.5 left.
Green just sprinted
Not a
in
good
on
start.
the last second. I don't miscommunication there because Green literally just ran on the field and took the handoff. He's going to get a loss of about 4 out of it.
That's not the way you want to start that drive if you're wanting to get some more points here before half. Worst case, though, you like Hoffman's foot. Young man's improved so much over the year. If you can get close enough, you got a shot at a field goal if the line can keep the rush off of him.
Stolen the shotgun, looking to throw, gets snuffed out. Gets it out to his big brother Jeffrey Stoll. He's wrapped up, going to be short.
Yeah,
gets back to about the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, gain of only maybe 2.
The
maybe
good thing
3.
is, Adam, he caught it and he stayed in bounds.
Yep, that's big. I'm wondering if Summertown looks like they might be running this thing down and just calling a timeout. I don't know. They're not in any hurry. You wonder if you take a shot right here for Summertown.
So we're looking back to throw. Stoll, sprint out, hits Love. Love turns the corner, and he's got the first down and then some. Good third down call to go.
Yep. I'm going to tell you, you can tell such a big difference with Stoll healthy, and he seems to be.
100% right.
He's been really accurate tonight with the football, throwing the football. I believe Summertown has all 3 of their timeouts.
They do.
You're in good shape here. You can take some shots. You can also run the football here. You got your timeouts.
Stolen shotgun. Green beside him. Going to hand it off to Green. Trying to make one man miss, but he just couldn't. He's eat up in the backfield. Let's see if Summertown uses. They will. Summertown will take their first timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the X Sports Network.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
For the best at-home care in Lawrence County, the Summit at Home is the right company for you. We have a friendly staff over 25 that is trained, educated, and qualified to help with all your needs within your household. Our non-medical services include transportation, housework, dressing, and companionship. We are also covered by most long-term care providers. For more information, please call 931-762-2310.
All right, back at it. 2nd and 13. I'm hearing you. Y'all hearing me?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, I think we're back. Stowe throws it out to Bryant. Bryant trying to turn the corner, and he's getting wrapped up. Gets slung out of bounds. Doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Clock is running.
Good.
Clock is running. Summertown going to take another timeout. Yeah. Summertown going to take another timeout at 33 seconds, 3rd and 11.
So what do you do here, Clint?
Well, I throw one. I mean, it's 33 seconds. If you don't get it, punt it, pin them back, or if you get half of it, try it again. I mean, when you're 0-7 at them, I mean, you know.
I agree.
I mean, are you worried? I mean, if Richland scores with 33 seconds, they haven't scored in 15 minutes, so, you know, I'm going to take them odds. Again, if you're just now joining us, Summertown leading it 13-0. We have a 6-time state championship Lady Eagle golf team who secured that spot today as they won the state tournament over in Sevierville. Congratulations to them, and congratulations, Miss Carly Rue Campbell, for winning the individual state championship. Stowe back to throw. Chunking it downfield, trying to hit Jeffrey Stowe. A little contact there, but no call. Clock will be at 26 seconds to go. Now we'll see what Summertown does. Summertown does have a timeout left.
Well,
should be 4th and 11.
To me, Clint, your two options are punt the football and just try to punt it into the end zone as far as you can. Let them have it on their 20. End this thing.
Yeah, our scoreboard says 3rd and 11, but it's actually 4th and 11. Give a big shout out. I think Mr. Brian Porter, our new principal, got duped into doing that job tonight, and he's probably not used to that.
Or you do what I think
so we're
they
going
might do
for it
and
now.
throw it.
Stowe looking, firing.
Short.
They're going to call an incomplete pass to Niehaus. Niehaus out of frustration. I think he just hit the referee in the head with the football, but I didn't see any yellow laundry come out, so that's good. 19 seconds to go before half. Richland will have 19 seconds with no timeouts left to try and get something going here. Now, coming out of timeout, Adam, Summertown will get the ball.
Yeah. And if you're Summertown here, you've played a good half, Clint. Those DBs have got to be deep. You can't let anything get over your head. Richland has no timeouts. Even if they gain 20 yards here, it doesn't kill you as long as you keep everybody in front. But you can't let anybody get over your head. And Summertown's coming up.
Well, Richland looks like they're in I formation. Going to hand it off, powering forward. That's Huff. He's got a lot of running room out of it. He gets shoved out of bounds. So just like that, Richland in business. 12 seconds to go. They're at least in range to throw one toward the end zone.
Yeah.
Number 23.
Well, and the smartest thing he did with that play, I mean, the gain's important, but he got out of bounds.
At the 46. 12 seconds before half.
Summertown's going to wrap him up that time. They're going to have a hard time getting this to halftime. They're going to have to try to get back on it and get a heel snap, and they're not. That will take us to halftime. Summertown leads at 13-0. We'll be back. Maybe we'll be showing our halftime festivities with our band, and I may round up a guest or two. I don't know. But either way, we're going to go get refreshed and celebrate this 13-0 lead we've got right now. But as we learned from last time, Adam, we're not going to celebrate it too far. All right.
We'll celebrate when the clock strikes.
That's right. Give us about 15 minutes. We'll be right back here on the X Sports Network.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome to the halftime show as we check out everything going down in the world of North Alabama football, where the Lions will be hitting the road to the state of Texas for the second time this year as they get ready to take on Abilene Christian. North Alabama will be back on the road coming up this Saturday as it heads to Abilene Christian. Lions are coming off a much-needed bye week where they are able to heal up a bit and get ready for the stretch run in the second half of the season. UNA is 2-4 overall and 0-2 in the league, while Abilene is 2-3 overall and 1-1 in the conference. This is a big game for the Lions, who are searching for that first league win and a chance to get some momentum on their side.
Abilene Christian is another really good Texas opponent. You know, when you play in Texas teams, they usually have some big O-line and D-line. They've got team speed. Receivers are 6'3", 6'4", got a big tight end, so they'll be one of the better looking teams, want to be one of the better teams that we play on our schedule. There's not a cupcake game on our schedule. There's not a team you look at and say we can rest and heal up this week. There's just another very tough opponent that we got to strap it up and be ready to play. Now we head on over to high school volleyball, where Loretto and Summertown took part in the sub-state game as each of the Lady Mustangs and the Lady Eagles were trying to make another trip to Murfreesboro. Loretto taking on Camden for the third year in a row in the sub-state game. Here in the first set, Alyssa Green getting things going on offense, slamming home the kill. Then later, Anna Kate Cheatham from almost the same spot and the same result with another kill. Then Allie Weathers, who had a big night going to work, slamming home that kill. Then it's Weathers again, this time with the touch shot. That one falls in. Lady Mustangs take the first set 25-14. Here in the second, more from Weathers, slamming home the kill. Then it's Weathers again. She would finish with double-digit kills on the night. Then it's Becca Heineman serving it up and dropping that one in for the ace. Then it's Heineman again. Another serve, another ace. Loretto takes the second set 25-14. Here in the third, some more offense here from Green, knocking down that kill. Then Heineman, another serve, another ace. She would finish with 7 on the night. Then Green goes back to work here from Loretto, almost the same spot, same result for the kill. Then at the end of the match, Aubrey Zell just gets a hand on that one. Camden's going to struggle with it. It will not make it over the net. Loretto takes the third set 25-13. The match 3-0. And for the 13th time in school history and the 4th straight year in a row, the Lady Mustangs are heading to Murfreesboro. And Summertown was on the road at Harpeth tonight. We move ahead here to the third set, down 2-0. Millie Emerson with the touch shot comes away with the kill. Then another one here from Emerson, slamming home that kill attempt. Then Laura Gillum gets in on the offense, punches that one over and finds a soft spot in the Harpeth defense. Then it's Emerson serving it up and dropping that one in for the ace. Then it's the senior, Emily Brazier, down the middle, slamming home that kill attempt. The Lady Eagles take the first set 25-19.
Is your band ready?
More from Emerson, slamming home that kill attempt. Then Mackenzie Reynolds with some good defense, gets the block, and the ball falls right on the line for the point. Then another kill here from Emerson. That one finds a home. Then another one here from Emerson. Gets another kill, but Harpeth would take the fourth set 25-16 and the match 3-1. That does it for the halftime show. Kickoff for the second half is just a...
But I mean, when you look at your top 4 MVP candidates, top 4 leaders in the National League, when I combine that 6 with 3, something's messed up. I think it's the system.
Yeah, we faced those same issues.
Yeah. I mean, we just took 3 or 4 from Philly in Philly in September. And I know baseball's a different atmosphere, but the Orioles. Aside from that, what do you do to make how do you get the Braves?
League started 6 years ago. And young stars, I don't know. It's just like
you got to it's time to hang it up and let it because 2 years in a row 2 years in a row he hasn't had a pitch in the playoffs because he just doesn't have the longevity to make it through a full season. But Max would sign long term, I'll tell you. Max doesn't come to a deal this offseason, you say, well then we're going to trade him for
he's not nails. And then he allowed 4 against the Phillies in the mouth. So bad, but you don't score runs. He kind of get off the hook because
I thought Ralph Thompson managed to I mean, the way he used his bullpen last night was always perfect. He did, but he used them in situations that were perfect. That's another thing. You get Snicker to 2 more years. His contract ends at 25. I think he's done after that. But obviously he's not motivated in the playoffs. You can't figure out the playoffs right now. I mean, 21 was a perfect storm. I mean, because he didn't have to. His bullpen was lopsided in the
they won't let him.
I agree with you. I don't know what you do because it doesn't matter what we do in the regular season next year. Come October, the storyline's going to be done. The pressure's going to be on the game.
Better off just to go on the water. But they play something else. I hope the Rangers are all right. That's always been my American League choice. I'm not probably watching the if it's anybody but the Phillies. I'm taking it there.
Honestly, it sounds bad. I was hoping we snapped it off. My sister said, I mean, it's bad, but I was hoping it was, it was season ending. I said, I was hoping it was life ending. I said, I'm just kidding. I don't hope that on it.
It's finally taken off. It's the offensive line. His last name is Braxton. They killed the feed as soon as it happened. So I wonder if it was so bad they
sad. It's a great season.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Facing those challenges is easier together. That's why Jack Davis specializes in group insurance. Cover the most valuable aspect of your business, your employees, with coverage for life, accident, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision. Jack Davis can customize to meet every need. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987. Contact Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help.
Here's Jennings. Field commander is Phil DeBose. The band will be performing this evening a portion of their 2023 production, Physical Graffiti, the music of Led Zeppelin. Selections tonight will include Immigrant Song and Rock and Roll. The band would like to dedicate their performance this evening to band alumni and faculty member, Ms. Kristen Rochelle. Field Commander Phil DeBose, is your band ready? You may take the field in performance.
you have a small farm, a big farm, or just critters in the backyard to feed? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you need to make the short drive down to A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee today. Owner and operator Jamie Ayers has you covered and will treat you right. That's A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through Southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
If there ever was such a thing as a company that could do almost anything, well, Tenakee Properties is it. These guys know how to completely transform your existing home into something new, or just do it room by room. Need a new bathroom or kitchen? What about a fresh coat of paint? Even a new floor? Looking for dirt work? Tenakee has you covered. Oh, and you can even rent a dumpster from them too. That's Tenakee Properties. Visit Tenakee.com or phone 931-244-4602.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence.
All right, we are back here, Summertown, Tennessee, for the second half here. Summertown with a 13-0 lead, and they will be receiving and getting the football here. Clint's just coming back and joining us now. So I went ahead and jumped in, but Summertown's had a really good first half, played some really good football, and they got a chance, Clint, to add on to this thing right here. It'd be big with a score here right off the bat.
It's big to be up 13-0 and getting the ball back.
Yeah.
And honestly, we didn't give enough credit, I think, at them in that first half. That Summertown defense,
yeah,
they came up with a stop every time they needed to come up with a stop. Big, high, booming kick. Going to be called out here on the edge by Loves. Made one man miss, turned the corner, made another man miss, gets across the 35. So good starting field position for Summertown.
Nice return.
As they'll start here on the second half.
A score here, Clint, would be huge. If you could somehow manage something, push this lead out to a 3-score lead, with the way that Richland's offense has pretty much stayed to the ground. You know, if you can push it up to 3, that's going to make them have to probably put the ball in the air a little bit.
McCrory and Love to either side of Stoll. 2 receivers out to the right, 2 to the left. Stoll takes it, and he's going to hand it off to Love. Love trying to turn the corner, and he coughs up the football, and Richland's got it. It was a flag because it was a flag for a fumble. Well, there's a yellow flag too, so let's see what we got.
Yeah, but I don't think the ball went out of bounds.
I don't either.
I didn't see that. We have a flag, like Clint said.
Holding on the offense.
That'll be declined. And Richland should have the football.
Call is holding against the Eagles.
Can Richland not decline that ball?
Well, they recovered a fumble. It looked like to me.
Back him up 10 from the end of the run.
I guess it's the coaches over here think it's
Boss now spotted on the 29. The Eagles have it.
I'm confused, Clint.
I am very confused. That is not a stop the play
First down 19.
whistle. I mean, that's a free play for the defense, just like a false start or just like offsides is for the offense. I'm shocked on that one. I think Richland kind of got hosed on that one. Sometimes tries to pound it up the middle with McCrory on 1st and 20. Not much doing there as he gets back to the new line of scrimmage. Loretta has resumed play after their injury break. They lead at 21-0, but still in the first quarter. That's how much that break took at them, that we're in the third quarter and they are still in the first. Lawrence County leads at 12-7 in the third. Stoll fakes the handoff to McCrory, rolling to his right, looking to throw. Chunking it downfield, nobody there. That'll stop the clock, make it second down, or third down and 18.
Third down 19 for the Eagles.
When you're an offense that's struggling like Summertown has at times, Clint, that 10 yards on the holding penalty, that's a killer.
You know, some point, Adam, I want to see that little quick out to Ty Bryant, if he can get some kind of single coverage, and see if Ty can put a move on and burn the defense like he did against Harpeth, in that first half.
Well, and that reverse, too.
Yeah.
That was huge. He scored on.
Of course, I think now if you're Summertown, you're just trying not to lose any more yards. They're going to hand it off to Green. He's trying to turn the corner, but he's not going to get much there. I think we're going to get another holding call against Summertown. I'd say if you're Richland, you're going to decline this. Of course, if they could, I think they would decline the last holding call and have the football.
I'm curious. I would love to know what happened on that play. It is declined.
So it's going to make it 4th and long for Summertown. They'll be sending out their punting unit. Hoffman and a whole host of Summertown Eagles coming out now.
Not the drive that you won't start the half after jumping out 13-0.
All negative yards, Adam.
Yeah, and the worst part about it is it's still a 2-score game with plenty of time left in this football game. Richland can continue just to pound the ball like they've been doing. They've moved the ball.
High snap, but Hoffman does have it, secures it, kicks it away, gets the best he could out of it. Goes across the 50, still rolling. Now Summertown's going to get it just shy of the 45, so about the best Hoffman could do with a high snap and pressure in his face.
Yeah.
But Richland will take over now in good field position, so good opening start for Richland here in this second half.
Just catching that football and going up and getting it and getting rid of it. That was big right there for that young man. It's a great job.
I'm going to have to get an explanation, though, Adam, on that fumble during the holding call on why Richland couldn't decline it and keep the football.
The only thing, Clint, that I think it could have been, maybe the fumble did go out of bounds.
It must.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
maybe it hit the end line and bounced back.
It didn't look like it to me. It looked like Richland was all over it.
Yep.
Powering forward. Richland. That's number 23, Luke Eslick. Our good buddy, Mr. Tanner Bryant, must be listening. He said the fumble did go out of bounds. I don't know how he sees that down there behind that scoreboard. We had a lot better look than he did.
Hey, Tanner.
Plus, he's only about 5'6".
Listen, you could tell Tanner the sky is blue in the middle of California, and he would tell you you're a liar. I promise you. He is just argumentative.
Another first down for Richland. They're going to power it forward again and get another close to the first down if they didn't. That's number 30, Nash Petty.
They have went into that hurry-up too, Clint, and Summertown has got gashed twice, and they don't look like they've been set. They ran this for a good part of one possession early on and got the ball down inside the 10 and couldn't convert, but it's been effective. If I'm them, I don't know if I don't keep that up.
Summertown going to jump off sides. Make it 1st and 5. Ball be on the 24. Richland threatening here on their first offensive series in the second half. note from Loretta, Eagleville has just scored. That makes the score 21-7. Lawrence County still holding steady at 12-7 in the third. Miller handing it off, powering forward. Ball came loose, but I think they're going to say he was down.
That will also be a first down.
That was Huff, as Adam said, another first down for Richland, so they're having no trouble moving the sticks.
There's the no huddle again. Here it comes. They're ready, and here it goes.
Do the end around there. That time, I think they handed that one off to Sands. Having a hard time differentiating 15 and 16.
Yeah. Summertown does not know how to deal with this. They're not getting set. It's the first time I've seen it run against them all year.
Going to do the pitch out on the left side. That's the number 30, Nash Petty. He's going to get more positive yards. I don't think he's going to have the first down, but he's going to be real close.
Yeah.
Make it 3rd and 1.
Richland's already down inside the 10, Clint.
Yeah, I think they got the ball. I looked, and it was 9:30 to go. It's just under 8 now, so they are wasting no time and haven't thrown it yet.
Yeah. No need to, the way they're moving it.
Handing it off the gut. That's Huff. He's going to have the first down. He's going to get pretty close to the goal line, and he's going to get a touchdown as he just drug a host of Summertown defenders with him for about 8 yards, Adam.
Yeah. Hey, Richland's moved the football a lot tonight. They've just kind of been snake bitten. You know, the fumble punt and the dropped touchdown in the end zone, but they've been moving it all night, and they finally punched one in. So they've done exactly what they needed to do here. They're fixing to cut this thing in half, and another score here from Richland. They could take the lead here.
Well, that's counting this extra point here as number 44, Colton Trimble, goes back to kick the PAT. Holds good, snaps good, kick is good as well. So Richland finally gets on the scoreboard here with 7:41 to go in the third quarter. They trail 13-7 to Summertown. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the X Sports Network.
Whether it's popcorn, biscuits, or automotive, you need the right ingredients to achieve the best results. Heritage Automotive is proud to serve our community with a continually growing inventory. We also help our community grow by contributing to a vibrant economy, which helps build schools. I'm Keith Durham, and I'm the General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, and it's my job to make sure that you're 100% satisfied. Heritage Automotive, your hometown Chevy and GMC dealer.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home.
All right, back at it here at Summertown, where Richland is struck first here in this second half. Trim the lead in half. Summertown leads at 13-7. Richland will be kicking off. That one's going to go out of bounds. Give Summertown a good starting position here at about the 35.
Not what you want to do right there.
You know, Adam, I don't – if you're Summertown, I think here's what you're not wanting to see. Let's don't shut down our offense.
Well,
we had a penalty. We had a fumble and a penalty on the first one that backed us up 10 yards. Don't have any penalties right here, but let's don't play vanilla and let's try to answer this score.
Well, you know what was the game? I think the last one we did here.
Harpeth up 25-7.
7 up 20, I think 20-something nothing at one point.
Only had two first downs second half.
Yeah, and in the second half, your offense just goes to sleep. And right now, this is a 6-point ball game.
Right.
I mean,
stolen the shotgun. McCrory beside him. Going to hand it to McCrory. Trying to find seam on the right edge, but nothing there as he's swallowed up.
And I'm like you, Clint. I'm waiting on that reverse or something. You know, Bryant, his involvement in the offense not been kind of.
He had that one big catch there, the comeback catch for the big first down. Now, we didn't score out of it.
Yeah.
But that's about the only target he's had tonight.
I mean, you
got Bryant and Stoll out to the left toward us. Niehaus to the right. McCrory still in the backfield. Stoll going to keep that. Not much there on that one.
Stoll on the keeper.
Maybe about 2 yards. Going to be about 3rd and 7. Loretta has scored again. They lead it 27-7. 10-10 to go in their first half.
Ball on the 38-yard line. 3rd down 8.
Stoll looking back to throw. Kicks it out to Love. Love's got the reception, powers forward, and if it spots where I'm looking at, he's got a first down.
Nice job by Love.
Great block by Caden McCrory, as Will just pointed out, and that really led to that first down.
That's a big play. That's a big conversion. If you can push across some points here, that may be a game-changing play if you can somehow pull this win out tonight.
Hand it off. McCrory tries to cut it back up. He's going to get positive yards out of it. Get about 5 on that first down carry. Gets across midfield.
Nice run.
Keeping it in front of the sticks. Gain of about 4. Going to set up 2nd down and 6 for the Eagles.
Do want to give a big shout out, Will. You know, all our volleyball broadcasts, Adam, all our football broadcasts. I've really bragged on our new administration here at Summertown. I've seen Coach Greg Burleson walking around everywhere trying to probably be the administrator tonight. I saw Kim Bright around socializing, but our head man is over here running the scoreboard for the first time. So big shout out to Brian Porter for taking over those duties. And
are we gonna blame Mr. Porter for the play clock not working?
Well,
we gonna blame him for that. Or?
He did say he don't know how he got duped into this, and he's struggling, so everybody cut him a break.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
And I can't say anything. You would have seen me some of them times people would say, hey, you run the clock, my kids be playing basketball. I'd look up and the clock ain't ran for 3 minutes.
I know, yeah, I've been there.
All right, Summertown facing a 3rd and 4. And now I think Summertown's going to take a timeout and make sure we're on the right page. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in a minute here on the X Sports Network.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
It's time for some straight talk about zero-turn mowers. Husqvarna's zero-turn performance mowers with rugged commercial drive give you high performance and a comfortable ride. Heavy-duty frame and chassis and commercial hydraulics take no punishment. With warranties now up to 5 years and low financing options, there's no competition. For a straight-up deal on the best in professional zero-turn mowers, go straight to your Husqvarna dealer.
All right, out of the timeout. Stoll in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left in Niehaus. Looking back to Chung, he's got a man, that's Niehaus. He's under it. He's got room to run. Touchdown, Summertown. Stoll threw that one on a dime. Niehaus with a great route. And just like that, Summertown strikes back. And they'll extend their lead to 19-7. Good answer by the Eagles, Adam.
You couldn't ask for a better thrown ball. Right, he got air under it, gave his receiver time to get under it. Niehaus did a good job of getting separation too. Hey, that's the way it's got to be done. That's a nice play call, and then even better execution.
Hoffman on for the point after. Love will be his holder.
I'm wondering here, Clint, why would you try to go for 2?
That one's blown up as it gets blocked. So they'll keep it at 19-7. But Summertown does strike back. They lead it by 2 scores again. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the Exports Network.
Since 1986, Southeast Carriers, Inc. has been a family-owned and operated business in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We strive to have updated equipment and technology to make our drivers' job easier. We offer large company pay and benefits with a small company atmosphere. Are you tired of just being a number when you call your current company? Here you will be known on a first-name basis, and all we ask is for you to give us an opportunity to prove that we are different than most trucking companies. For more information, visit southeastcarriers.com.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County, providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend, helping you with home loans, consumer and auto loans, and your everyday personal banking needs. Lawrenceburg Federal offers you a warm smile and personal experience, as well as the conveniences of modern-day online banking, mobile banking, and telebanking. Lawrence.
All right, back at it. Summertown strikes back after Richland scores the opening touchdown here in the third on the big pass play from Stoll to Niehaus. Summertown leads at 19-7 with 4.5 to go here in the third quarter. Hoffman on to kick off. Hits another squibber right up the middle. Fielding it is Richland, and he's got a room to run. That's 0 Hewitt. And he's not going to be caught. And just like that, Richland is going to return the favor. There are no flags on the field. Touchdown, Richland.
That's a run back, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to tell you something. That young man was also the same one that ripped up the middle there right before the half, and luckily there was offsetting penalties.
Right.
I think you treat that young man just like you do Bryant with us. You don't kick the ball to him, or just do an onside just like you did last time.
Onside or just kick it out of bounds.
Or just kick it out of bounds. I mean,
give it to him on 35. I would before I kicked it to that young man again.
I don't know if he was ever touched.
So Richland, with Summertown failing on 2-point after attempts, they're just going to go for the extra point now to only be down 5. Snap was low, but it's recovered, kicked through, and the kick is good. So Richland answers right back. We're 19-13 with 4:12 to go. Adam, that only took 18 seconds for us to for that one possession. So we'll be back in 30 seconds here on the Exports Network.
Fall on the Hill returns to Minor Hill October 7th from 2 to 8 with live music all day, vendors, hay rides, a petting zoo, pony wagon rides, a pop-up paint party, face painting, putt-putt golf, a jams and jellies contest, inflatables, and much more. Plus, don't miss the fireworks show at 8 p.m. Fall on the Hill 2023, brought to you by Minor Hill Alliance and Liquor World. Enjoy a day full of awesome music from Brace Killen, Damon Schrader, Josh Reisner, and Salem Rats. Armbands are $5. Don't miss Fall on the Hill, October 7th from 2 to 8 at 165 Ray Branch Road in Minor Hill, Tennessee.
All right, back at it. All of a sudden, Adam, we've got a shootout as we've had 3 scores in about 40 seconds time. And Summertown still leads it 19-14. We've got 4:12 left to go here just in the third. The way this third's going, Loretta may catch us.
Yeah,
and they had about an hour-long injury timeout. Shelbyville has just taken the lead against Lawrence County. They lead it 14-12. So to kick things off again for Richland, Trimble kicks that one, and Summertown's going to field it. Trying to cut up, make something out of it. Not much there. Summertown probably going to start with their worst field position, be around the 15. Who was that on that recovery for Summertown? Let's see. Number 28, Michaela Powell.
Yeah.
Freshman getting out there to return a kick. My kinfolk.
Eagles will have it 1st and 10. They're on 18.
All right, so let's see if Summertown can answer with 4:04 to go in the third. Their lead's been swindled down to 5.
On a good note, the Summertown offense really didn't even have to take their helmets off.
Right.
It seems like they were just there after the return.
Straight keeper by Stoll. He's got a good first down run if he can just get down without losing the football, and he does. If he didn't get the first down, he's going to be inches away from it.
Got it.
And they're going to give it to him. Good run there by Stoll and the quarterback keeper. Give Summertown some breathing room.
I think the officials tonight had a pact before the game and said if anybody's within a yard, it's a first down.
You got a 3-foot radius?
Yes, because there's, hey, I know they're down there. My eyes are awful too, but man, there's been some I thought were at least pretty short, and we've got a clock stoppage here and see what's going on.
Guess Summertown subbed, so Richland decided they were going to. But why is the play clock not running?
Well,
and now it is, because it was first down, I guess. Now we're set and ready to go. All right. So Love and Bryant swing out to the left. Niehaus to the right. Stoll with Green beside him. Going to hand it to Green. Green trying to find a gap. He's going to be swallowed up in the backfield. Just not much there, not much of a hole by the Summertown offensive line. That'll make it about 2nd down and 12 on a loss of about 2.
Loss of 2 on the play, 2nd down, 12.
Calling it, Adam. We're fixing to see that reverse.
I've been waiting on it, Clint. I keep planning on saying that.
Well, no, we're not. Bryant's too far out to the right. Unless he goes in motion real quick. Bryant's not, but Love is. They're going to have to do the reverse with Love. Love trying to turn the corner, and he's swallowed up, but he gets away. Trying to pick up a Stoll by block. A block by Stoll, but
we know what you mean.
But Stoll kind of whiffed on that one. That looked like a quarterback trying to block. That's what I used to look like trying to block.
Well, Stoll did a great job of laying a good block.
Right.
Unfortunately, it only helped about 2 yards.
Yep.
Because he did all he could do, but Summertown going backwards again.
Third down and a lot for Summertown. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Back to throw is Stoll. Quick out to Green, and he overshoots him. That's going to go out of bounds. Summertown will have to punt it away, and we didn't even get out of the third quarter on that possession, Adam.
No.
And picked up a first down on play number 1.
Pass incomplete. Puts the Eagles in a punting situation. 4th down, 15.
So the last time, Hoffman did a good job from about that same spot with a good punt to about the 45. But I think he's backed up a little farther now. Fully expect Richland to be coming after this one. Hoffman gets it away. It's going to be a little short. Needs a good roll, and it doesn't get one. As Niehaus is going to field it. It's going to be on the Richland side, about the 49. So Richland is going to be starting with good field position here with 1:30 to go in the third quarter.
If you're Summertown, Clint, the way they've been moving here, a turnover here would be huge. If you can rip a ball out, do something, maybe send somebody on a blitz just out of the blue and see if you can get the ball knocked loose.
And I don't see Richland doing anything but that, pretty much that I formation, that power formation. They do have a wide out coming out of here to the right.
Yeah.
As Miller Got a man in motion. He's going to hand it off to him. That's Petty. Petty trying to turn the corner. Summertown going to wrap him up about the line of scrimmage. No gain there. Good job by Summertown tracking him down. Schaefer there on that tackle. If nothing else, even if Richland scores here, Adam, I want them to have to do it in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. And I think you'll get your wish here unless they break something.
Miller in the shotgun all by himself. Got a man in motion. Going to hand it off to Huff. Coming around the corner. Runs into his own man. Thank goodness for Summertown. That's going to make it a short gain. As Sands runs into Huff.
Sands on that run.
I'm not wondering if both teams right here will be content with letting this thing run out and not running another play this quarter. They should be able to do it.
I think Richland will have to run at least one more. If you're Summertown, it's 3rd and 9. You're trying to get a stop just like you have on the first two.
This is big here.
And make Richland have to make a decision whether it's in this quarter or the next.
You've got to assume they're going to put the ball into the air here, but you never know.
Man in motion. Back to throw. Turning it loose. Ty Bryant going up, knocking it away as they were trying to hit number 17, Aylin Kennedy. Bryant breaks that up. That will make it 19-14 at the end of 3. We'll be back in a couple of minutes here on the X Sports Network.
Do you have a small farm, a big farm, or just critters in the backyard to feed? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you need to make the short drive down to A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee today. Owner and operator Jamie Ayers has you covered and will treat you right. That's A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee.
Heading into the last frame. Summertown leads at 19-14. Richland to punt it away. Not a good punt. Shanks it.
Straight up.
As long as Summertown player don't run into it, it does get a great kick for Richland. I think I saw a flag fly out of nowhere.
Possibly, but I think it might have been a beanbag. I think the marker it went
I got
out.
you.
Sometimes they'll throw it, but yeah.
So great stand by the Summertown defense on that series.
Quick story, Clint. My very first game ever on a Friday night, I was scared to death. And I'm back judging. They kick the punt. They kick the punt off. Kid fields it. I go to throw my beanbag where he catches it. And I look, play's over with, and I look back, and it wasn't the beanbag.
It was a yellow flag?
It's a yellow flag. So luckily I had a nice official that waved that off for me.
Right.
But, yeah, I was scared to death, man.
All right, so Summertown, 3 men out to the right, 1 to the left. McCrory back in the game. He's beside Stoll. Going to hand it to McCrory. Powering forward, holds on to the football. Good job there. Good positive first down run by Caden McCrory. Give Summertown a little breathing room. Make it second and 5.
Clint, you just got to assume they're getting the ball in the hands of Bryant here coming up. I mean, I don't see how. You've got to be getting him the football here, at least get him a touch and get him a look and see if maybe he can break something. And don't get me wrong, McCroy's played a great football game. Nothing against that young man, but you got some weapons out there.
Yeah, I think if my math's correct, offensively, Bryant's had 1 touch. He's got 1 touch with a big reception, then he's got a big interception. Now the referee's going to whistle something dead. Let's see what we got going here. They're going to stop play to let Richland sub out. Don't know if that's an injury sub.
Yeah, sure.
Summertown going to huddle up again.
The clock's running now. Oh, it ran 2 seconds and stopped.
And now it stopped.
It's
skipping numbers.
Have y'all noticed that?
I noticed it. It actually went from 55 to 53 earlier.
And it
before I
stopped
even
again.
noticed
It just went from 51 to 48. But here we go. Stoll keeping it, trying to turn the edge, trying to get a block on the outside by Jeffrey Stoll, but nothing there doing. He's going to lose yards there.
Stoll, keeper.
I'm telling you, man, it hurt. You know, you get the big 5-yard gain right up the gut. You know, straight
And then
ahead.
lose 4.
And then you go out to the side and basically lose it all back. And you know, and don't get me wrong, Stoll's played really well tonight.
Right.
I've really been impressed with him. But at the very least, maybe give him an option, just throw the thing out of bounds.
Yeah.
I mean, he's outside of the pocket. He could just throw it.
He took that to run. I would like to see
He
him
did.
coming out, maybe looking like he was trying to pass it, keep that defense sagged back a little bit, but nothing doing there. Stoll running to his left, looking back to sling it, and he does. He got Ty Bryant back there. Ty's got it inbounds at the 30. Ty Bryant pulls that one down on a dime from Jaden Stoll. Just what the doctor drew up there as Summertown is moving again in business. They've got the ball on the 30.
2 touches, average of about 35 yards a touch.
Yeah, I think he's got 2 receptions for around 70 yards. As Will showing a replay now, does a great job on stopping those feet and staying in bounds.
Got the toe tap. It's nice.
Bryant and Stoll out to the right. McCrory with the quarterback Stoll. Niehaus to the left. Handing it off to McCrory. Powering forward, rumbling, stumbling, tumbling. Gets about 4 out of it. Here's where you just don't want Summertown to go backwards. And our clock is not running.
No, you know, you've kept Richland's defense out here. They've got to be wearing down a little bit too. I think you keep pounding McCroy here. He's running well. That pass, I think, right there on 3rd and 8, that just takes the air right out of a defense. I think if you're Summertown, you just keep barreling right down at him here. Give the ball to that big back and let him do his job.
McCrory has it again, as Adam said. Oh, I thought he was going to lose it, but strong hands by that freshman. He held on to it. And everything they've been giving a first down so far, they're going to give another one. 2 carries from McCrory. He's going to have another first down.
Yeah, I think you keep feeding that young man right here. That defense, Summertown's kind of turning the tables a little bit on what's happened to them throughout the season with kind of getting,
bulldozed over
in the second half.
Yeah.
They're kind of turning the tables on Richland right here and kind of wearing them down. There he goes.
Powering forward again. McCrory. Another good first down run. He's going to get about 7 out of it. It'll keep the clock moving, but more importantly, it'll keep Summertown driving.
Well, when you're a young man and you've been out on the field a lot on defense like Richland has tonight, with 8 minutes to go in the 4th, you don't want that young man barreling down on you very much.
All right. So first down, 3 to go. Stolen the shotgun. Going to hand it to McCrory again. Gets tripped up a little bit, but I think he's still going to get some positive yards out of it. Should make it 3rd and very short. Adam, look, you may give it away, but I don't know that I don't run that same play 2 more times if you have to.
I think you can do that. I also think, hey, if you want to mix it up here, I think they're going to be keying on McCrory. Run Stoll, around the edge right here just to mix them up and keep them honest maybe. Main thing you want here is a first down. If you can get a first down here, you're going to be 1st and goal from inside the 10. I like your chances.
Summertown only has 1 wide out. They've kind of got their power set. McCrory and Love. Going to hand it off to Love. Cuts it upside, pushing it in.
They're going to call him short.
They're going to say he's down at the 1. No celebrating yet if you're Summertown, because we've been there before and turned it over on downs. Ball security, no penalties here, Adam, are the keys if you are Summertown.
Well, if I'm Summertown here, it's not legal. But if it was legal, I would turn every person into an offensive lineman right in the middle, and I'd just tell them McCroy's getting football.
Right. I don't know that I wouldn't direct snap it to him.
Yeah, you have to straight in.
Slow developing, but Stoll's going to keep it. Try to power forward. Touchdown, Summertown. Face the handoff to McCrory, and then Stoll's going to take it into himself. Touchdown, Summertown. That'll make it 25-14 with the extra point upcoming. And I'm thinking Summertown's offense is staying on the field because I don't see our kicker out there.
Well, and an extra point here really doesn't help you. In a way, at least that'll push it to 13 where something could go wrong.
Right.
With a 12-point lead really doesn't help you. It's going to take 2 touchdowns either way. So, yeah, I think they might just be seeing if they can punch in for 2.
I think Summertown's got to delay a game. If we knew we were going for 2, I cannot believe it took us that long to get out, or we did not use a timeout. So delay a game on Summertown. That might change your decisions, as here comes Hoffman and the extra point. So we're going to hope we get a better snap, a better hold, and a better kick this time, as Summertown's been a little snake bit for the PATs. Things down, up, and good. So Summertown converts there. They lead it 26-14 with 6.5 to go here in the contest. We'll be back in a minute on the X Sports Network.
Whether you're shopping in Lawrenceburg, Loretto, Summertown, or Mount Pleasant, Tegan's Food Stores has you covered with the best quality food at the best prices. From Cash Saver to Superama and CB Foods, stop by your neighborhood Tegan's Food Store today.
If there ever was such a thing as a company that could do almost anything, well, Tenneke Properties is it. These guys know how to completely transform your existing home into something new, or just do it room by room. Need a new bathroom or kitchen? What about a fresh coat of paint? Even a new floor? Looking for dirt work? Tenneke has you covered. Oh, and you can even rent a dumpster from them too. That's Tenneke Properties. Visit Tenneke.com or phone 931-244-4602.
Summertown answers, get another touchdown and the extra point, as they'll be kicking off. 6:32 to go here in the contest.
Clint, don't make fun of me, and don't tell me I'm an idiot. If I'm Summertown, I'm kicking this football out of bounds.
Or onside kicking it.
Or onside kick it, but I don't even know if I'd even go that route. I would kick the football out of bounds.
Their 2 return men are quicker than a hiccup.
Yes.
I would. I mean, I'd aim for this sideline over here. If it goes out of bounds, it goes out of bounds.
Yes. Or like you said, onside kick it, but I've seen crazy things happen on an onside kick. I think you just kick the thing out of bounds and let the defense get it up and make them have to go the distance.
But they don't. The return man's going to get wrapped up and taken down that time, as that was Easton Hewitt. Excuse me, that was Nash Petty.
It was pretty good coverage, Clint.
It was.
Good job. Good gang tackling. You got them inside the 40. You got a defense that relies heavily on the run that needs 2 scores with a little over 6 minutes left. You got to feel they've got to throw the football some point here. If you're Summertown, keep it in front, make them have to use the clock.
You know, at 6:23, that's plenty of time, but it's not plenty of time if you're down 2 scores and you're primarily a running football team.
Yes. Thank you, Summertown.
Still in that power formation is Richland.
Keep the ball in bounds. Make that clock, keep that clock running.
Pitch out. Trying to get to the sideline is Richland. Now we're going to get a flag. Let's see. That You would think that would have to be a holding call on Nash Petty.
Yeah, that would have to be where that was thrown, Clint. And if you're Summertown here, you've got to think, too, if they're going to run the football, it's going to be toward the edges because they want to give yourself an opportunity to get out of bounds.
10 yards from about the spot of the foul, so that should put it about the 30-yard line. I mean, Adam, you know, 2 down, 2 scores. I think at some point, if you're Richland, you're going to have to spread it out and try to throw the ball a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
I hope they don't, but.
Yeah, well, it's a tough spot if you're the defense. And, you know, Summertown has given up a good bit of yardage tonight, but I still think you're probably going to give up some here. You just cannot let this ball get over your head. If Richland gets some first downs and gets some yardage, so be it. But I'm making them use every one of their timeouts and eat this clock alive if you can, if you're Summertown. Keep everything in bounds, force everything back into the middle of the field.
All right, quick out to Nash. Trying to turn the corner, going to get wrapped up, good open field tackle, but now we've got a flag come in now.
I'm wondering if that's not a horse collar, but probably a face mask.
Max Johns with a good tackle, but we've got a flag coming in, and I'd say that had to be on Johns because they were the only 2 players in that vicinity.
It's either going to be probably a horse collar or a face mask would be a guess.
Personal foul, face mask, and I guess that'd have to be on John.
Yeah.
He was the only one making the tackle.
That hurts right there.
So automatic first down.
That's 15 yards. That hurts badly.
First down.
That thing looked like you were going to get the tackle inbounds and the clock have to move.
Yeah, you had it inbounds and the clock was going to keep rolling, but instead you give them 15 yards.
Referees needing to counsel on something. I don't know if this is an official timeout. Both teams coming to the sideline. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the Exports Network.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-66.
6:05 to go in the contest. Richland threatening. 1st and 10, ball on about the 47. Quarterback Miller's just going to keep it. He's going to plow forward. He's going to have the first down and then some.
Quarterback keeper picks up about 13 on the play.
Look, that's such a chunk. Those are chunks you can't give up. I mean, he grabs about 12, but not only that, he gets first down and stops the clock. I mean, that's the last thing you want if you're Summertown. They're moving quickly. They're probably going to move into the hurry up. I would if I was them.
And they've run it several times tonight as well. Miller, man in motion. That's Petty. Going to pitch it out to him. Good grab by Petty. He's trying to get the corner turn. He's going to be tackled. He'll be short of the first down, so it will keep the clock running.
That's what you want.
It's going to be 2nd down and very short for Richland. Also something to note, Adam, Richland does have all 3 timeouts left. So if they can get a score, they can use their timeouts to stop Summertown from running the clock. Miller, another man in motion. Going to keep it this time, though. Going to plow forward, going to have the first down. He's in across the 30.
Picks up enough for a Raider first down.
Well, and it's like you said, Clint, in a perfect world, Richland, their best case scenario is to try to get a quick score right here where they can hold all those timeouts. Like you said, to use them with Summertown, hopefully get the football back. But that clock is still rolling. We're inside of, we're almost to 4.5 minutes. And Richland has got to get moving.
One receiver way out to the right, but everybody else in that power formation.
There's no safety over there on that right side.
Now Nash is going to flare out. Double reverse there, hands it off to Huff. Huff makes one man miss and powers forward, but he's going to get half of it. It'll be short. We'll see if Richland wants to try to use his timeout or they're going to let the clock keep running and try to save their timeouts for if they can get a score right here. They're not. Clock is running. We'll be under 4 minutes by the time they get this snap off. 2nd and 4. If you're Summertown and you give up a score, you want to do it and take as much time as you can to do it. If you're Richland, you're in a hurry. Miller in the shotgun. Huff beside him. Huff in motion. Back to throw is Miller. Firing. Got a man there. Good tackle there by Case and Bailey, but not before Nash Petty can pick up the first down. He's down to the 10.
Yeah, that clock should have stopped, and it never did. Ever.
All right, Miller in the shotgun. Going to keep it himself. Powering forward. He's got some running room. He's walking into the end zone. 3:15 to go. Richland will score here. They're going to try to make it. Well, there's no point in them going for 2 because a 4-point deficit doesn't help you any. So, say Richland's going to bring on their kicking team, try to get the point after and cut this game to 5. Trimble on to kick again. Kicks up, and it's through. A line driver. We've got a flag on the play, too.
I think we might get running into or roughing the kicker.
Which won't be good for Summertown because they'll probably access that on to the...
It is a personal foul. That is big.
That'll be assessed on the kickoff, so Richland can really pin Summertown back.
Yes.
Do you see Richland going for an onside kick here, Adam? Only 3:15 to go, but you have all 3 timeouts.
I can tell you right now, without that penalty, I don't know if I do it because you've got your timeouts, and it's worth the risk maybe to try the onside. After that penalty, you're kicking. You're gaining 15 yards from this kick. I think now for sure you kick it.
Right.
I think you kick it deep and pin them, and look, you got all 3 of your timeouts. If you can hold Summertown and get them 3 and out, you could be getting this football back with 2 minutes left.
Absolutely.
And probably if you hold them, you're going to be in good field position.
Yep.
I mean, it's set up good for Richland here if they can execute it. But, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a bad call here to go for the onside. But, Summertown just gave you 15 yards on a personal foul penalty roughing the kicker. I think you take advantage of it here and kick it deep now that they're going to give you 15 yards. There was a game years ago, Clint, if you remember the famous game of Dobbs throwing the Hail Mary.
Yep.
What people don't realize
penalty.
What people don't realize about that game, he may not have ever been able to get that ball to the end zone.
That hadn't been for 15 extra
yards.
That's
exactly right. And, it often gets, you never think about it, right? It got swept under the rug. But that might have probably lost Georgia that football game. They're going to be kicking off from the Summertown's 45.
Where do you normally kick off? The 40? So that would be right.
So if I'm right here, you may go for an onside kick. I don't know how to hurt you this far.
I mean, if you can stop Summertown on 3 and out, you're getting it on the 40.
Yeah, I think you do try it here, Clint. We'll see. I don't know. You got to be ready for anything.
So Trimble, who hasn't missed tonight, let's see what he does. Now he's going to pooch it deep. Summertown's going to let it go out of bounds. That's the last thing you needed if you are Richland, is to kick it out of bounds to give it Summertown on the 35. So great break for Summertown.
You have a gift of 15 yards and you kick it out of bounds. That is, man. And I think he knows it. I've been there, my friend.
Can't see Summertown being very risky right here. 3:14 to go.
Well, I think you have to be. You need a first down.
Yeah, I'm just saying you don't want to do anything that doesn't stop. You've got to make Richland use their timeouts.
I'm wondering here if the officials are discussing does Summertown still get the ball on the 35 even after since they were kicking off from the 45. I'm wondering what they're discussing here.
I can't see that penalty changing.
I don't know if that would have an effect. Do you? It's a good question. I've never really thought about it.
It sure would be nice if Summertown get it at the 50
yeah.
instead of the 35.
They are moving this thing back. Look at this. I think they're saying because of the penalty kick, if it goes out, then they're going to get the ball 15 yards farther back.
Oh.
I'm assuming.
So it's going to be first down and
25, yeah.
From their own 20.
I don't understand. Of course, I've never seen that either. Never seen somebody kick off from the 40 and kick it out of bounds. So I didn't know what that play was going to be anyway.
I'm going to tell you, I think you've got 4 officials or 5 officials here. I don't think none of them are sure what
Still
to do.
talking about it.
It's not something you see very often. I mean,
now Headman's coming back.
Yeah.
Looks like we're ready to roll with it, I guess.
I'm curious if this is the right call. I know some people that know 10 times more than I know. I'm going to give them a call tonight after this game. I want to see if that was right. And they'll give me the right answer. The official over there is relaying it. Summertown's coach wondering what the heck's going on. And he is trying to inform him what it is. And I don't think he's in much agreement. And I don't know if he's not right.
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
I don't know if he knows. I don't know if anybody knows. I've never seen that before. I'm curious about that one. That one's a new one on me.
I mean, it's still a kickoff, and it
is.
still went out of bounds. I don't know where your starting point should have anything to do with that.
You've already been penalized for 15 yards. You can't be penalized again, right?
Yeah, I don't understand that. Stoll. Handed off to Green. Trying to power forward off that right edge. Nothing there. He's going to be stood up.
Green on the carry. No gain.
Look, I can tell you right now.
Richland hasn't used their timeout yet.
I don't know if they not thinking they have to. You've got a big stop here. They may want to save one for offense. They're going to stack this box, which is just what they did. And they're going to say, look, if you're going to get a first down and end this game and beat us, you're going to have to throw the football because you're not going to run on us.
McCrory behind Stoll now, besides Stoll now. Will, you still picking me up? Yeah. All right, because my sound went out on my headset.
Yeah,
as long as they can hear me, I'm all right.
Gain of 3, third down 7.
All right. Gain of 3 there by McCrory. We're going to get our first time out by Richland.
Well, it's set up perfectly. Summertown, 2 pretty conservative plays, running around the edge. And 2 yards. You're facing 3rd and 8. If I'm Richland here, if you can get a stop, I think you use your timeout.
Try to get the ball in good field position.
You'll
about
get the
2
ball
minutes
with a timeout.
Yeah.
The question is what it's going to come down to here. Is Summertown going to be conservative, punt the football away, or are they going to try to win this football game by possibly airing it out or pull, or maybe even, hey, I'm wondering here, is this the time maybe you look at Brian on something?
On a reverse or maybe some kind of double reverse.
Yeah, or maybe a screen out to him and maybe let him, let him use that leg a bit, maybe get the corner on something.
All right.
3rd down 8. We need a time. First down.
If you're Summertown, you do not want to let Richland have this football back. Not the way your defense is
Richland's
played.
not respecting it. Summertown's got 3 receivers out to the left and only 2 guarding them. So they're not expecting it. Love fakes the handoff to Bryant on the reverse. He's trying to turn the corner. We're going to get a flag. Last minute on Stoll, I believe.
Yeah, you have a holding penalty right out here in front of the plate, right in front of Summertown sideline. As he was getting held and clawed to death with 2 hands. It was right in front of the official.
Last thing you want to, because now Richland does not have to use the timeout. Clock will stop.
There'll be a 10-yard penalty from the start of the foul. Replay the down.
There's an old saying my dad used to tell me, Clint, it's not cheating if you don't get caught.
Right.
The problem is if you're going to try to cheat and maybe grab somebody,
you do it away from the ball.
Don't do it in front of an official. When you're the only guy out on an island, everybody in this stadium's eyes are on you, and it was
well, the good thing is, from it being a spot of the foul, it's still 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 11 is a lot better than 3rd and 18.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're Summertown. Well, the clock did start. I thought the clock stopped because of the penalty. Richland's going to use their second timeout.
Okay. Which works out, actually might work out for Summertown.
Timeout Raiders.
So you're now, Clint.
I mean, I don't know. Adam's the high school official.
What's
I mean, on that holding penalty, you go back, set the ball, and start it. Since it was an incomplete pass or go out of bounds, does the clock restart? Just doesn't matter if it was a penalty or not.
Doesn't matter.
I know Coach Patterson is questioning something with the officials, so we'll see if we get any more time added.
I think the key question I've got here, Clint. Okay, they kind of did a little fake reverse there. You notice, tried to get him out on the edge. 3rd and 11 here. How aggressive are you going to be? You're still pretty deep in your own territory. I mean, you're only at the 24.
2:05. Richland only has one timeout left. I run the football and probably make them use that last timeout, Adam, and I kick it.
And you're going to put this game on your defense.
I've got to. They played good. They've only allowed 21 points. They've come up with a turnover. You know, I'm not taking a chance on this clock stopping Richland not having to use their last timeout. Whatever I pick up, I'm not saying I won't try something tricky, but I'm going to do it on the ground.
On the ground. You're going to keep that clock rolling.
Going to hand it? No, we're going to throw it. How do we not get a pass interference there?
Brings up 4th down.
So now, just as I was saying, the clock will stop.
So, Clint, exactly.
Richland does have a timeout left, and you're still going to punt it.
So exactly the opposite of what you said. You throw the football. It's incomplete. Now the clock has stopped, and they keep their timeout.
Yeah. I just saw Will's replay, and never mind, it was pretty clean.
Yeah. Well, and I think the receiver kind of stumbled a little bit, if I'm not mistaken, on the going out when he made his cut.
Hoffman to punt it away. He's got a good one. Try to get good coverage if you're Summertown. Bailey needs to get it before it keeps coming. Now he's going to let it go as it goes down around the 40. The clock's at 1:47. Richland has one timeout. They have to have a touchdown. This is going to get interesting.
Well, if you're Summertown here, you have to attack defensively. You can't go into prevent and let them march down this field in chunks.
Yeah.
You've got to play your normal defense. Your DBs have got to make plays on passes. They've got a timeout. There's plenty of time. Honestly, a minute 47 is a lifetime.
It's one of those, too, where if you have to get a penalty to make a tackle to prevent a touchdown, you get a penalty.
Yeah, and it's not the NFL. You know, it's like college football. If you get a first down, clock stopping anyway.
Right. Gonna hand it off. Summertown trying to wrap him up, and they will.
Nice job.
Good stand by the Summertown defensive line.
Well, they forced him back into the middle and then gang tackled, and that clock keeps rolling. That's what
no timeout by Richland after that one. Quick on it is Richland. Miller pitching out, and the ball gets tipped around, but it's picked back up by Petty. Summertown's going to bring him down, but short of the first down. Let's see if Richland uses their last one now or keeps it going. They're going to stay in the hurry up.
If you're Summertown, when the ball goes to the ground, you've got to get up and get over there. Don't worry about celebrating. They're going hurry up. You've got to get ready.
Pitch out to Huff on the outside. He's trying to turn the edge. Summertown will get him down, but I don't think he's in bounds.
Yeah, but he's going to get the first down.
We'll have the first down.
Taken down inbounds.
You know, even without the first two plays being pretty negative, you're in good shape here still if you're Richland. You've got to cross midfield. You've still got your timeout, and you've got the clock stopped. So you're still in good shape if you're Richland here. And you've got to expect at one point, Clint, they're going to air it out.
That's right.
It's coming.
All right, Miller. Huff in motion, going to pitch it to Huff. Now Huff's going to reverse it. Now back to Miller. Ball gets tipped. Schaefer knocks it away. Summertown can't fall on it. Now they're going to call an incomplete pass.
Yeah. The ball, I think, was let out of his hand. We let it go. It was knocked down. Richland was very fortunate. Very fortunate.
Very fortunate that got ruled incomplete instead of a fumble because it does stop the clock. Make it 2nd down and 10. 58 seconds to go here in the contest.
What also stinks if you're Summertown, it was ruled an incomplete pass. They're going to get the ball back at the original line and the clock stopped.
Basically just lost about 6 seconds.
Yep.
Lawrence County loses 21-12 to Shelbyville.
I love the play call, though. They were bringing the trickeration in.
Miller in the shotgun. Hands it off to Teddy. Now the reverse. Trying to cross it back over, and he cuts back inside, trying to get to the sideline. Summertown just can't keep him on the field, so he'll get out of bounds. That is number 17, Alan Kennedy.
You just got to keep him in bounds, Clint.
Take it down out of bounds.
He was going to get some yardage, and that's
You
okay.
know,
But
Adam, I don't know if right now you don't maybe, if you're Summertown, not call a timeout and just get a breath. You know what I mean?
yeah, I think reset.
You have
things
two
a little
left.
bit. Yeah, no doubt. Kind of get your bearings back. Talk about what you want to do.
Because that defensive line right now, as quick as Richland's going, they look gassed.
Yeah.
Miller going to take it. Schaefer trying to wrap him up with that one arm. He'll hold him up long enough to bring him down. Richland's going to use their last timeout. 40 seconds to go. It'll be 4th down and 5. We're going to stay right here with it. We don't want to miss anything. Colton Schaefer, we've been talking about all night. Eli Schaefer, with just one good hand, just doing everything he could to hold the big quarterback for Richland up, just enough to get some help on the tackle.
Will, is that a cast or is it a wrap, I wonder?
I think it's a cast that's wrapped.
Well, I'm going to say if it's a cast, I don't know if you're at the point with Eli where you just use it like a club.
Right.
See if you can knock somebody out with it. But, yeah, that was a great play by Schaefer. And he held on long enough, too, to get some help coming in. And that's what you got to do. Big play. This is a game right here, Clint. If you're Summertown, you get to stop here, you're going to win a football game.
Well, and the thing is, you don't have to get a stop, but you can't give up something big.
That's right. But
Richland can go for it again, but you can't give up something huge. See what Richland dials up, because they have to have 5 yards for a first down.
The question is, do you fake a 5-yard in slant? Hopefully they bite and go deep and try to win this thing. Maybe see if Summertown will bite on something. You're out of timeouts if you're Richland. Whatever you do, if you get a first down, you've got to get on the ball quick.
All right. Here we go. Maybe. Referee saying cut the music off, and we do. Man in motion, now he cuts back. Miller back to throw. Going to chunk it long. Nothing there. Incomplete. No flags on the field. Summertown will take over on downs, leading it 26-21. 33 seconds to go. Now, I ain't celebrating yet because it's been a rough year, Adam.
Well,
we need one good snap and one good kneel down.
Well, they faked the slant, hoping Summertown would bite, and they did what we talked about. They were going to try to win this thing, thinking we were going to try to stop the 5-yard out of the game to try to end it. But the DB didn't bite. He stayed there, stayed true. And had
I don't like this.
coverage.
I believe that we will win chant right now either, because we could fumble this. Stoll will kneel on it, and that should do it with no timeouts left. The referees aren't calling it official yet. I don't really know why.
Well, clock's still rolling. They can't do a thing.
He's not going to let them line up.
Yeah, they can't do anything until the clock runs out to 0.
Well, I think it's official now.
Yep.
Summertown, hosted with injuries, plagued with injuries. 0-7, finally get a much-needed and a hard-fought win here at home against the Richland Raiders. Adam, 4 complete quarters. It wasn't pretty all the time, but your offense worked and your defense really came through.
Defense came through. I'm going to tell you, Jaden Stoll played a heck of a game tonight. Your running back came through with some tough yardage. Ty Bryant, although not just a ton of touches, 2 big plays.
And two huge defensive plays.
Yeah, Summertown took advantage of things. I don't remember, did we have a turnover?
No, I don't think so.
I don't remember a turnover. Summertown protected the ball. Hey, we're proud of them tonight. They earned this win. They deserve it.
Whew, I tell you what, I'm wore out. We get to do it again from here as Summertown will be hosting Lewis County. It will be senior night next Friday night. So again, thank you everyone for tuning in and joining us. Summertown, again, we can't say enough, put together 4 quarters of good football. Again, it wasn't pretty all the time, but defense coming through and it needed to, and offense making some big plays. For Adam Lindsay, for our technical man extraordinaire, Mr. Will Pettis, this is Clint Brazier saying so long, everybody. We'll see you next Friday night for senior night.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X